Welcome. Before we begin our journey through time, take a moment to find your most comfortable position. Adjust your pillow, pull the covers close, and let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Tonight, we are leaving the modern world behind. We are traveling back thousands of years to a land of golden sands, eternal stone, and the gentle rhythm of the Great Nile. Close your eyes and let the dry, warm air of ancient Egypt surround you. Chapter 1. The Gift of the Nile. Imagine the desert, a vast, silent expanse of orange dunes stretching toward the horizon under a deep indigo sky. In the heart of this dryness, there is a miracle: the Nile. To the ancient Egyptians, this river was not just water, it was the pulse of the world. They called their land Kemet, the Black Land, because of the rich, dark soil the river left behind every year after the floods. As you drift closer to the water's edge, you can hear the soft rustle of papyrus reeds swaying in the evening breeze. The water is calm, reflecting the light of 1,000 stars. The Egyptians believed the Nile was a mirror of the Milky Way, a celestial river flowing through the cosmos. Everything in their life followed the river's rhythm. The planting of seeds, the harvest, and the building of monuments that would defy time itself. Feel the stillness of the valley, where the only sound is the distant, rhythmic lap of water against a wooden boat. As we leave the banks of the Nile, we move toward the high plateau of Giza. The ground beneath our feet changes from soft, cool mud to the fine, dry sand of the desert. In the moonlight, 3 massive shapes begin to emerge from the darkness. These are the Great Pyramids, the eternal houses of the pharaohs. Imagine standing at the base of the Great Pyramid of Khufu. It is a mountain made by human hands. Over 2 million blocks of limestone, each one weighing as much as an elephant, stacked with such precision that not even a blade of grass can fit between them. In the silence of the night, these stones seem to hum with the weight of 4,500 years. Close your eyes and visualize the ancient workers. They did not work in clatter and noise, but in a grand, coordinated dance. You can almost hear the rhythmic sound of copper chisels striking stone. Tink, 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 echoing across the plateau. They used the stars to align these monuments, pointing the tips toward the North Star, anchoring the earth to the heavens. Now imagine entering the narrow passage within the pyramid. The air is cool and still, the walls are smooth, made of dark, polished granite. As you move deeper into the heart of the stone, the sounds of the outside world fade away. There is no wind here, no sand, only a profound, heavy silence. This is the king's chamber. In the center lies a simple sarcophagus, carved from a single block of rose-colored granite. It is a place of absolute rest, a place where time has stopped. Feel the immense weight of the stone above you, protecting this space, keeping it quiet and safe from the changing world outside. The desert may shift, the empires may fall, but here, in the heart of the pyramid, everything remains exactly as it was. Deep, unshakable peace. We leave the towering giants of Giza behind and travel south, following the river's curve until we reach a hidden canyon carved into the limestone cliffs. This is the Valley of the Kings. Unlike the pyramids that reach for the sky, these resting places are tucked deep within the earth, protected by the golden silence of the mountains. Imagine a narrow path winding through the sun-warmed rocks. The air is perfectly still. As the sun sets, the cliffs turn a deep shade of crimson and violet. Here the pharaohs sought a different kind of eternity, one hidden from sight, deep in the cool, dark belly of the world. Visualize a heavy stone door opening slowly. As we step inside a tomb, a long, sloping corridor descends into the rock. The walls here are not bare. They're covered from floor to ceiling in vibrant, hand-painted stories. In the soft glow of a torch, the colors come alive. Deep blues made from lapis lazuli, rich ochre yellows, and the shimmering gold of the gods. The hieroglyphs move like shadows along the walls. They tell of the journey through the night, a voyage across a celestial lake to the fields of peace. You see images of the sun god Ra traveling in his golden boat, sailing through the 12 hours of darkness. Each hour is a gate, and each gate is a step closer to eternal rest. As you descend further, the air becomes cooler and more fragrant. You smell the faint, lingering scent of ancient cedarwood, dried lotus flowers, and myrrh. You reach the burial chamber, where the walls are painted with stars. Looking up, the ceiling is a deep, midnight blue, dotted with thousands of tiny golden stars, creating a sky that never sees a cloud. In this sacred space, there is no hurry, there is no noise. You are surrounded by the protective embrace of the mountain. Chapter 4: The Gods of the Midnight Sky. As you rest within the star-painted chamber of the tomb, your mind drifts further into the mythology of this ancient world. To the Egyptians, the night was not merely the absence of sun, it was a sacred journey. They believed that every night the world was reborn in the darkness. Visualize the goddess Nut. She is the sky itself, her long, slender body arched over the earth like a protective canopy of indigo. Her skin is decorated with the very stars you see above you. She swallows the sun each evening, allowing the world to cool and the weary to find their rest. Under her watchful gaze, you are safe. There is no worry that can reach you here, beneath her velvet cloak of night. Beside her stands Thoth, the god of wisdom and the moon. He is still and silent, holding a silver quill. He marks the passage of time not in hours or minutes, but in heartbeats and breaths. Feel your own breath slowing down to match his rhythm. Inhale the scent of the desert night. Exhale the weight of the day. In the distance, beyond the limestone cliffs, you hear the faint sound of a sistrum, a rhythmic, metallic rattle used in the temples to please the gods. It is a soft, shimmering sound that blends with the wind. The priests of Bastet, the cat goddess, are finishing their evening prayers. They pray for protection for home and for the comfort of a peaceful hearth. That same protection is yours now. You are a guest in this ancient land, and its gods are watching over your slumber. The shadows on the wall seem to soften. The figures of Anubis and Osiris, the guardians of the afterlife, are not frightening here. They are symbols of transition, of moving from the noise of life into the beautiful, quiet mystery of sleep. They remind us that to rest is to renew. To close one's eyes is to open a door to a different world. Chapter 5: The Eternal Fields of Peace. Now imagine you are leaving the tomb, but you are not returning to the heat of the day. Instead, you are walking toward the horizon, where the earth meets the stars. You find yourself standing at the edge of the Seket Aru, the field of reeds. This is the Egyptian paradise. It looks just like the banks of the Nile, but perfected. The grass is forever green and soft beneath your feet. The water of the celestial river is as clear as crystal, flowing without a sound. Here the harvest is always plentiful, and the sun is always a gentle, fading amber, the permanent light of a perfect sunset. You find a small wooden boat waiting for you at the water's edge. It is lined with soft linen cushions, whiter than the clouds. You step inside and the boat begins to drift on its own, guided by the slow, steady pull of the stars. There are no oars. There is no effort. You are simply moving with the flow of eternity. As you glide through the tall, swaying reeds, they brush against the side of the boat with a sound like a gentle sigh. Shh, shh. The air smells of blooming jasmine and wet earth. Everything you have ever worried about is left behind on the shore. Those thoughts are like grains of sand, falling away, disappearing into the vastness of the desert. You are moving deeper into the reeds now. The light is growing dimmer, turning from amber to a deep, comforting violet. The stars above are growing larger and brighter, casting a silver glow over everything. You are floating in a world of pure light and absolute silence. The boat carries you toward the center of the great silence. Your body feels heavy, sinking into the soft linen. Your mind is as calm as the surface of the Nile at midnight. There is nothing left to do. There is nowhere left to go. You have reached the end of the journey. You are home. You are safe. You are at rest. The river flows on, and so do you. Into the dream, into the dark, into the eternal peace of the black land. Sleep now. Sleep in the arms of the goddess. Sleep under the Egyptian stars.